Yo, what's going on? Welcome to Phuket Walk. This is your Phuket Walker, Alex, and we are currently at Boat Avenue. And we are going to have a beach walk. It was supposed to be a morning walk, but I got a little bit caught up. So we're gonna have a lunch walk at the beach, but let's do this. Let's get started. Let's go. All right. Hello, Hajad. Good morning from Phuket. Well, it's actually 11:30 in the morning, and we're heading towards Bangtao Beach on Boat Avenue. Just got things all set up. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. Different way to spend the holidays. I was talking about spending some Christmas or holiday times at the white sands, because all we got, like I mentioned before, all we have here in Phuket is white sand Christmas and white sand holidays. But hey, why not enjoy that, right? Since I talked about it, let's do this. This is Boat Avenue. A lot more vibrant here during the evenings and night times. I would call this area a little slightly more upscale, but the quality is certainly there. And it's almost to lunchtime right now, on a beautiful Saturday morning. Let's let the traffic clear first. I'll get myself on the sidewalk. And it's 28 degrees today. Not too bad, a bit cloudy, right? But certainly doesn't feel that hot. The sun is pretty bright, I'll tell you that. But the wind is slightly breezy. That could be because we're right by the beach, yeah? We can take a stride through here a little bit. You can see this area is an interesting part of town. And to my knowledge, on Fridays, there's a market here as well. We'll take a little stroll here and then we'll head straight down Bow Avenue. But just to let you guys get a feel of what this area is about. All right, congratulations, Ajal, on your iPhone. Hope you enjoy that. And this is just a little portion extending over to the boat mall over there. You can tell good vibes. And evening time here, this place really lights up. But hey, not too shabby, pretty lively for lunchtime, I'll say. Okay, let's move on. Hello, Canadian Vaselli, welcome to the live stream. We're currently at Boat Avenue, heading towards Bangtao Beach. It's a slightly more upscale part of town, but the quality of the items and the standards of living here is definitely higher as well. Beautiful Sunday, 11:41 right now. I mentioned earlier it's not too hot, 30 degrees. Definitely feels a bit actually less than that thanks to the wind. And as our usual walks in Phuket, not much of a sidewalk. I should use it though. Here we go. This one is actually bigger than the last one we were on, yeah? But there's a Friday night market here. I'll definitely come back for that next time. As you know, I do a lot of evening walks. You know, because that's just a trend here, yeah. Everybody comes out in the evenings, a lot more vibe. I like to throw in a few morning walks in there. We never done a live stream actually on the beach. So let's see how that goes. Yeah, it is. Actually, a lot of cars here are a lot smaller if you ask me. Even if they're like the same model. I saw the Honda Odyssey in Hong Kong before once, and it was so much smaller than the Odyssey we had back home. But yeah, a lot of different cars. I'm not sure you guys have the City, but that's one of the vehicles I drove earlier, the Honda City. It's like equivalent to the Honda Civic, except they upgraded that Civic to something else nowadays. Doesn't even look like a Civic, you know. So the City is pretty much how the old Civic used to look like, with a nice hatchback. See, good morning vibes. Everybody just having a drink already. Lunchtime. Sorry guys, sorry to disturb you. All right, we move on, heading towards Bangtao Beach. Let's do this. Once again, you know, no surprise, the kind of walkway just kind of ends here. But that's island walks. Let's do it. Yeah, see, that's interesting, right? You guys don't even have the City. I think everything made in North America is just slightly bigger than here. Definitely more roomy and built for winter. All right, we just came over there, continue on the stretch. They're having some constructions here. Usually it's really nice and peaceful actually. It's okay, no big deal. We'll pass the stretch quite quickly and we'll be at the beach in no time. So I really didn't plan much for this walk either, just like most of them. I just really felt like, hey, let's do this live stream. And I came out and I was mentioning to everybody, I want to show everybody a white sand holiday here. We definitely have that, so let's do it today. I planned this to be a morning walk, but I got caught up with some work, so I had to run around the island a little bit. All right. Just deciding which way I should take. 1 second. Sorry about that. Well, both ways kind of get us there. I'm just gonna go this way. My usual path. As you can see, there's no walk path. But people do look out for you. I got a nice excuse me from a fellow rider. Looking out for me. And yes, yeah, I don't know why sometimes they discontinue some good cars too, yeah? I remember I really enjoyed the Honda Prelude. Yeah, it's quite narrow here. So a lot of people have their motorbikes, I do as well, but I parked it a little bit over at where Boat Avenue was. Sometimes I will take you guys for a quick ride as well. But I thought, hey, this is a good chance to show everybody how it kind of looks like. But yeah, as I was saying, the Honda Prelude was a great ride. I really enjoy that car. And they discontinue that. Oh, it's interesting here. Just show you a quick view. I'm not really going in for anything, but that's where we stayed at across there. The Blue Monkey. So across right there is the hotel we were at earlier. In the previous episode. A nice little chill spot here. Let's head back up. Oh wow, they're bringing back the prelude. See, that's what I'm saying. Maybe they do it on purpose. They just, keep us on our toes. All right, let's keep going. Now, I usually take the stretch with a motorbike, like I mentioned. It's all right, no worries. The walk towards Bangtao Beach is about just maybe 20 minutes away. It's not too bad. A kilometer or so. You're not going to see a lot of road, so we'll try to keep ourselves safe. Honestly, a lot of areas in Phuket are kind of like this. So don't be surprised, if you just walk down the walkway and suddenly it just kind of ends. It's all part of the island experience. Traffic is usually less busy here, but I think it's due to the construction. It's all right. I guess that makes this all more adventurous. Now, I was totally a walker. I enjoy walking. As you guys, some of you know, my career was walking a little bit for a while, many years. But I do take the motorbike here, and that was one of the fears I guess I had to overcome. I came here seriously dreamy in a bubble, man. I expected some bus system, subway system, so on and so forth, especially this was what, 11, 12 years ago. And I showed up all bubbly, and then I realized, hey, wait a minute, nobody really walks anywhere far here. You gotta jump on one of those motorbikes, right? So I thought, yeah, okay, I can overcome that. So the first time I rode the bike, first time, all brave and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, just like a bicycle, Didn't really take any lessons from friends or anything. Hopped on that thing. I guess the rules was, more lenient back then. So I rented an old motorbike when I first showed up, and I was like, yeah, let's go to, some touristy place, check it out. So I thought, okay, let's go to some place called Wat Chao, which is a Buddhist temple, quite famous. Right, so I jumped on my bike, had a good feel for it. I'm like, yeah, I can do this, never really studied there. I guess I was getting along, so I rode down there. When I was riding, a few hiccups, I was still going all right. And then suddenly I glimpsed the temple's entry, right? So I'm like, okay, turn left. And I didn't know this, I was messing about with the front brakes and the back brakes at the same time. And I pretty much managed to lock the bike. And I turned the steering wheel at the same time. So right in front of Buddha's door, I was pretty much flat in my face. Not so bad, to scrape my knees a little bit and elbows at the time, like every other tourist. So I do recommend people come in here. The motorbike is great and all, and it's not that hard to learn. But get a few lessons, get licensed, learn a small few tricks first, what not to do. But anyways, so continuing on with that story, I fell flat, picked up the bike. Everything was all right with the bike. I seemed to be scraped up. And everybody was looking. It's all right. I continued the day. I parked the bike, went inside the temple, paid my respects, all bleeding on the elbow and stuff. Some people at the temple pointed me where to get some bandage. It was all right. It was a part of the experience. But, to save everybody else from the trouble, there's no need to go through that, yeah? Let's learn some basics. So we're treading along. It's this way. And the beach is just right ahead of us, not too far away. Like I mentioned, I wanted to do this around like 8 o'clock in the morning, but right now it's almost lunchtime, 11:51. It's all good. The weather's been nice to me. It hasn't rained, nor is it too sunny. For some reason this year, the monsoon season, the rainy season actually, monsoon season's over, but the rainy season that's definitely been dragging on a bit. Usually it's quite sunny by now, but the rain has been a little bit persistent this year. But it's not bad, if anything. You know, like any island, you have moving rain. It just kind of comes and goes. Used to get plenty of sun. All right, we're passing by the Hilton Garden Inn. The Bangtao Laguna area is a great area. Maybe not a lot of walkway. Definitely quite peaceful, very upscale. And I wouldn't say it's not catered to locals, but it's definitely catered to Westerners, travelers. Slightly more high-so crowd. But things are still quite affordable, especially for us from back home. Area is really worth looking at, checking out. I'm doing good, Hajat. Got a few more walks today, just a bit busy, but definitely enjoying this. All thanks to you guys, keeping me going. It's more than newfound light, a lot of motivation. It's gotten me into good health, good shape, thanks to all the walking. So I'm doing great, yeah, thanks for asking. Yes, the rear brake is on, yeah, it's the foot brake on the right. Yeah, because I do manual, yeah. And yeah, the left hand's the clutch, you're absolutely correct. So you can definitely ride manual, I'm guessing. No worries, still going the right direction. We should be at the beach quite soon, maybe in 15 minutes or so. I wanted to do a test run first, actually, right at the beach. But since I ran late, we didn't have a chance to do that. It's all good. I'm always feeling brave. I think my setup's okay. I mentioned to everybody I'm still lacking the dual network that I'm gonna probably figure out tomorrow, so we have no hiccups anymore. Totally know the bummer of dropping a stream, everybody having a good time, you know. I would hate that to happen. Alright, just 1 second here. Alright. Yeah. Well, if you ever visit Phuket, you're gonna have to get a bike. But you know, it's a good thing this first. If you get a chance in Toronto especially, right? I know it's not as easy back home with insurance and all that. But over here, it's definitely, so yeah, you know, if you ever pick that up, you come by Phuket, those skills will definitely come in handy. Especially if you know how to ride a manual. There's automatic bikes, but it's different, yeah? You know what I mean, bro? Riding a manual bike is definitely a different feeling, more control of what you're doing. No detours, since I started the walk a bit late, but there's a nice little stretch around here. It's okay. Let's head straight to the beach first. No lack of sun, I guarantee you guys. We'll definitely catch some sunshine there. Some water right there already. But yeah, if you're into bikes, Canadian facility, I have the Honda Monkey. It's not a monster, definitely not, but it is manual. It's a fun little thing to boot around the island. Maybe you're more into like slightly bigger bikes.